Are you all feeling good today? Yes? Very good. Okay students, in our previous class, what did we learn? We have learned a beautiful poem written by Mrs. Sarojini Naidu, right? What is the title of that poem? Very good. Nightfall in the city of Hyderabad. And that particular poem describes the beauty of the city of Hyderabad during night time as well as in the twilight time. At first, the poem begins by explaining the beauty of the twilight time, and then by the end, it talks about the arrival of the night time, and it looks beautiful, sparkling and flashing. Am I right? Okay. In this class, I am going to discuss with you about the grammar portion we have learned in our previous classes, that is tenses. Okay. This class is going to be a revision for the grammar tenses. Are you all ready, students? Okay. First, let's take present tense. What is meant by present tense? Actually, what is tense first? Tense is the different forms of verbs. Nothing but the different forms of verbs. And this verb is indicating the time of the action. What is the verb? Verb is nothing but the action words, right? So, different forms of verbs which are indicating the time of the action, then it is called as tense. Okay. So, the verb which is indicating the action which is happening at the present moment, that is present tense, and an action which happened in the past, yesterday, last week, last month, last year, that is past tense. And what about future? An action which is going to happen next day or tomorrow or next week, next month, next year, whatever. Okay, an action that will happen in future, that is future tense. Now let's take the present form of verbs, that is present tense. In present tense we have four types. What are they? Simple present tense, present progressive or continuous, present perfect and present perfect continuous. The simple present tense actually indicates the regular habitual actions or regular basis activities, like every day I wake up in this at so and so at 7 o'clock or 6 o'clock or whatever it is. So, the regular activities or habitual actions that indicates the simple present tense, okay, are regular activities, and it can also be used for commentary in sports or games, okay. So, for commentaries we can use simple present. For habitual actions we can use simple present, and also for universal truths, for proverbs, for universal truths, for comments in the direct speech. So, for everything we can use simple present. For simple present, we can use the very base form of the verb. For example, eat, walk, drink, sing, dance, play. So, these are the base form of the verb. So, simple present, for simple present, we can use the base form of the verb. Every day I wake up at 8 o'clock. Okay. So, here we are using the verb in the base form. Okay. So, simple present tense is indicating habitual action or universal truths or running commentaries. Okay. This is simple present tense. And one more thing, in this simple present tense, we have to note down the subject-verb agreement. The verb in a sentence should agree with the subject, agree with the noun, okay, agree with the subject and also the number. Like I'll tell you, singular subject or singular noun will take singular verb. Plural noun will take plural verb. Singular noun, singular verb, plural noun, plural verb. For the third person singular, we have to add s along with the verb. For the rest, we can use the very base form of the verb in simple present tense. Is that clear? For third person singular, we have to use s. V plus s, like eats, drinks, dances, sings, plays, jumps. Okay. So for third person singular, we have to use verb in the plural form. I mean vs. Verb plus s. And for the rest, we can use the very base form. I will tell you some more examples so that you can understand what is singular noun and where to use singular verbs. Keep in mind that singular verbs will take singular noun, will take singular subject, will take singular verb. Plural noun, plural subject will take plural verbs. Is that clear, students? Now look at these examples. I play. Subject, verb in the base form. You play. We play. He plays. She plays. It verbs. So he, she, it. What are these? These are the third person singular. Right? For third person singular, we have to add s along with the verb. For third person singular. For third person singular, we have to add s along with the verb. He plays. She plays. It works. This is first person singular. I play. You play. We play. I sing. I dance. You sing. You jump. We study. He studies. She sings. It works. Is that clear, students? For third person singular, we have to add verb plus s for simple present tense. Now come to these examples. This girl sings well. This is the subject, this is the verb. Am I right? This girl sings well. This girl is indicating third person singular. One girl. Am I right? This girl singular. So the subject here is singular. The subject here is singular. And so the verb should also be singular, but we have to add s along with the third person singular. Singular plus singular. Singular subject, singular verb. Okay? Third person singular. So the verb s. Now, these girls, this is in the plural form. This girl is indicating one, that is singular subject, singular noun. This girl, one girl. But here, these girls, a group of girls. So here the subject itself is plural, and that's why the verb is also in the plural form. Sing. Here this is third person singular. This is third person plural. This girl, third person singular. These girls, third person plural. Okay? Singular, this girl sings. These girls sing. Okay? These boys dance. This boy dances. Okay? So, for third person singular, we should add s along with the verb. Is that clear, students? He jumps. He jumps. Why did I add this S here? Because the subject is third person singular. Now, they jump. Why didn't I add S here? Because this is not the third person singular. Okay. So, for third person singular, we have to add S along with the verb. Now, are you all thorough with simple present tense, students? Now, let's see what is simple past. Simple past is indicating an action or an activity which happened in the past, not now, not in future, but it happened already, it is done. Okay, already it happened. So, any activity that happened in the past is indicating simple past. Now, I'll tell you an example. He jumped. He played. He jumped. He played. Okay. She sang. What is this? Sing, sang, sung. So, this is the past form of the verb. So, an activity which happened already in the past, that is simple past. And what about simple future? Any action that will happen in future, in course of time, not now, it will happen. So, for that we should use will or shall along with the verb. We can use will or else we can use shall. So, for future, the activity which will happen not now, not in the past, but it will happen in the future. That is simple future. Future tense. Now, let me write an example. He will play cricket tomorrow. So, here, look at this example. He will play cricket tomorrow. Not now, not yesterday. He will play cricket when will he play? He will play cricket tomorrow. So, it is an activity which will happen in future. So, he will play cricket not now, tomorrow, or he will play cricket by evening. So, these activities which are indicating an action which will happen in the future, that is simple future tense. Is that clear? Now, let's see about progressive tense. Progressive or continuous. Present progressive, past progressive and future progressive. Progressive means an ongoing activity. An activity that is in progress. That is going on. Okay. Any activity that is going on, that is an ongoing process. It is in progress. Then it is the tense which is indicating an ongoing process. How can we identify that? Verb plus ing. So, this ing is indicating that the particular action is going on. So, for simple or present continuous or present progressive, the activity or the action is going on at the time of speaking. I am teaching or I am talking. You are listening. So, here the verb is indicating a continuous action. This continuous action is happening at this time, at the time of speaking. Now, my mother is cooking in the kitchen. My father is working in the office. My brother is doing this work now. My sister is dancing in the school. Okay, my aunt is playing or my uncle is playing or planning or something, whatever. The verb is indicating an activity which is going on, which is in progress. That is continuous tense. So, present continuous tense is indicating an activity or an action that is going on at this time of speaking. Then what about past continuous or past progressive? The same, an activity which was going on at that particular time. For example, if I am telling something about an incident which happened yesterday at this time I was watching television. So here I was watching television. This is not the present action, present activity, but it was a past activity which happened yesterday. Yesterday I was watching television by 2 o'clock, by 3 o'clock. Okay, here what's happening here? Here I am talking about an action or an activity which happened already, but it was a continuous process at that time. I was watching television. I was singing. I was dancing. Activity which is happening now, I am speaking. He is speaking. He is listening. She is singing. She is playing. Okay. Then what about future progressive? A continuous activity which will happen in future. I will be playing cricket. She will be playing cricket. He will be dancing. Okay. So here future continuous is indicating an action which will be a continuous activity or an activity in process or ongoing process in future. Present, an ongoing activity which is happening now at the time of speaking. And past, ongoing activity which happened. Okay. Now come to the be form of the verbs and have forms. So be form of the verbs are am, is, are, was, were, being, been. These are the be form of the verbs. And for have, has and have. Now let's write few examples for continuous or progressive tense. I am writing. Here verb in the ing form. Am, is, was. These are used for singular pronoun. I am writing. You are writing. You can be used as, you is both singular and plural. Okay. You is both singular and plural. You are writing. You were writing. Okay. So here I am writing. You are writing. We are writing. They are writing. He is writing. She is playing. Okay. So these are the be forms of the verbs we have to use for continuous tense. This is for present continuous. How can we write it in the past form? I was writing. He was writing. She was playing. Okay. So for past tense, past continuous, we have to use was or were. For present, we have to use am, is, are. You are playing. He is playing. I am playing. I am playing. He is speaking. We are listening. This is for present. Was and where is for past. Is that clear, students? So give an example for past continuous. I was playing. You were listening. Okay. So it is indicating an activity a continuous activity which happened in the past. Then what about future? You will be playing. can use will be or shall be for. Now let's see perfect tense. Present perfect tense is indicating an action that has just completed, a completed action in the past. Okay. So, present perfect. Perfect itself is indicating a completed action. Perfect means completed action. Okay. So, present perfect is indicating an action which completed just now and has a connection with the present. So, an action that completed in this is past, this is present. Okay. This particular action is a completed action, but it has a connection with the present. This is present perfect tense. For example, I have completed my work. I have completed my work in the morning. Here, I have completed. Here, have plus verb is in the past participle form. Verb should be in the past participle. What is in past participle? Verb is indicating a past action or completed action. That is past participle. So, here, I have completed my work. Here, it is indicating, this verb is indicating a completed action. Completed verb, the sentence itself has the word completed, right? I have completed or I have done my work in the morning. So, I have done. So, I have completed. So, this verb is indicating a completed action and it has, for perfect we need have or has. For he, she, for third person we can use has. For first and second we can use have. I have, you have, they have. You cannot use you has. This is wrong. I have, you have, we have, they have, and he has, she has, it has. Okay. So, present perfect tense is indicating a completed action in the past, just before. A completed action which has a connection with the present. And the past perfect is indicating two actions. Action 1 and action 2. These two are happening in the past, not in the present. It has no connection just like this. In present perfect, we have the past action has the connection with the present. But in past perfect tense, the action has no connection with the present. Two actions are happening in the past. Okay, it is indicating two actions and one particular action got over when the second action takes place. Okay, past means an activity which happened already, which happened in the past, that is past tense. So, past perfect means in the past itself one action got over when the second action starts, or during the second action, or when the second action takes place, the first action is completed there. The first action got over when the second action takes place. That is past perfect tense. Then what about future perfect? A completed action, an expected completed action in future. Future means an activity which will happen. So, perfect means completed action. So, future perfect indicates a future action that is expected to be completed in the future. Not now. Make sure that future tense is indicating future action. Perfect means completed action. So, in future, an action that is expected to be completed at a time, that is future. Now, look at this example. I have visited Taj Mahal. I have visited. This is present perfect tense. I had visited Taj Mahal. This is past perfect tense, and I will have is indicating future perfect tense. Is that clear? Now come to perfect continuous tense. Present perfect continuous tense is indicating an action which is going on over a period of time, to a particular period of time. It is just like perfect tense, but here the action is indicating the completed, that is past participle form. But for perfect continuous we have to use present participle form, that is ing form, verb in the ing form. Okay, I have been visiting the Taj Mahal. So I have been visiting. This is indicating a continuous activity which happened over a period of time. Okay, then past perfect continuous tense is also indicating a completed action, a continuous action which happened over a period of time in the past. Now look at these examples. He has been playing for an hour. He had been playing. He have been playing. He had been playing. He will have been playing. Just like perfect tense. Perfect tense, present perfect tense is indicating a completed action, but it has a connection with the present. Similarly, present perfect continuous tense is indicating a completed action which takes place to the present. Okay, it is continuing to the present. Similarly, for the past perfect continuous tense, it is indicating a continuous action which happened in the past for a particular period of time. And in the same way, future perfect continuous tense is indicating a continuous action. How can we identify it as a continuous action? Verb in the ing form. It is indicating the action is in progress. It is going on. Okay. So future perfect continuous tense is indicating a progressive action, an ongoing activity which will continue in the future for a particular period of time. Since 2 years, 5 years, for 1 hour, for 2 days, for 3 weeks. So it is indicating a continuous activity for a particular period of time. It will continue from this time to this time. Okay. This is all about perfect continuous. So students, in this class, I hope you are all thorough with tenses. See you all in the next class.